game on.
So I'm gonna beat you.
You're gonna beat me?
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you.
Physiology.
I'm definitely not gonna beat you. Overall speed.
Overall speed, you probably
Just
will.
not do that.
VO2, I'm not sure. Kind of depends on our weight, how much you're weighing in at.
Oh, I think too much food.
It's the water, man. Today I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about Vo2 Max, the difference between the training that I do and the training that someone like Freddie Webb does. Just currently waiting for Freddie to finish having a poo in the woods. Destination disclosed. We'll wait for him and then we'll have a bit of a chat about the differences between our training, the pros and cons of having to train Vo2 Max, why we're doing it, and whether you should. So we got Fred back, feeling lighter on his feet.
Yeah, quite a bit lighter.
Oh Christ.
Lost those kilos over Christmas.
Lost those kilos through taking a massive dump. But yeah, no, we thought we'd just go through a bit about Vo2 Max, the differences between our training, and yeah, just go through a few bits and pieces. But this week's been pretty full on, back up to pretty much full volume for both of us. Yeah. And my calves, my little baby cows are ripped to shreds. So I did my first run session on Friday, which was decent, went well, but I'm hurting because of it.
Savage one as well.
Yeah, it was 10 by a K basically, 10 by 3 minutes. And we both ran pretty well, you were just suffering.
Yeah, well, snaps hitting in the bin.
Yeah.
4-part session in 24 hours, so.
Yeah, he did a Vo2 Max test on Thursday as well for Tom's dissertation. So, legs are up to shreds, but basically, I actually have to work a little bit on Vo2 Max on my running, which we'll go into in a minute, but in short, when we tested, I had a Vo2 Max of about 72, I think it was. Is that right? You know better than I do.
72, right.
Yeah, 72. And Fred, what was yours?
Like 63.
So 63. It's a little bit lower. And yeah, there'll be a bit to do with weight there because of that being taken into consideration with the equation, but I think that does correlate to how we train and then also how we race. And what difference does it make to your training? What does it mean you have to do?
I have to go hard every time. It hurts a lot.
I can't say I'm jealous, but yeah, basically he has to go flat out way more often than I do because he has to increase that Vo2 Max. And yeah, you can do it in different ways. How else can you do it?
Oh, a bit of fartlek, it's got a few different ways of manipulating it. So Vo2 Max isn't actually flat out. Vo2 Max is normally effort between 3 to 5 minutes, and it's not a flat effort, it's hard effort though. So really, to get the best bang for your buck is just to do like we did on Friday, 10 by 3 minutes for the run, and then you increase that. So like next couple weeks time I've got 10 by a mile, so that'll be like just over 5 minutes, and that'll just really squeeze that top end up. And then what you do to capitalise on that, do a bit of fartlek to help squeeze everything back together again. But yeah, do the session differently, I guess.
Yeah, so for someone like me who has a slightly bigger Vo2 Max, you still need to touch it, you still need to do Vo2 Max, but it's not as often and you don't have to do it quite as hard. So I would do slightly longer reps, and as Fred just said, probably more so what you do after you've increased it, which is squeeze things together a little bit. And what that will do is that will bring the threshold closer to the Vo2 Max, which is what you want for triathlon.
Yeah, it's basically like you want to put a room in your roof of your house. and currently I've only got a bungalow, but I'm a skyscraper, so got a few more floors to put in.
So
muddy,
yeah,
sorry,
a bit muddy. So yeah, like you can also do it through volume, which is always useful, but yeah, in terms of just purely session wise, it's those 10 by 3 minutes and then elongating it out, then squeezing it back up.
yeah.
Do age groupers need to do Vo2 Max training? Yes and no, again, but in general, probably not as much. Do you prescribe much Vo2 Max training for your clients?
I do actually a little bit, but I'd probably say only one session every 2-3 months, because age groupers naturally don't do as much volume due to time restrictions, so they can get gains elsewhere.
Yeah.
But also a lot of them come from team sport backgrounds or individual swim bike run backgrounds to start with.
Yeah.
And historically, all those sports train VO2 and then super easy.
Yeah.
So no, I don't really do it for them. But it is important to keep a little bit in to help them be able to go that deep, I think, for racing.
Yeah, agreed.
So more of a be able to open up the taps every now and then, just get the real hurt going, and then get back into the work that needs to be done.
And that relates a lot to me. I came from a swimming background and we did loads of interval training.
Go that way.
Yeah, do you have to turn around?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done loads of interval training and therefore my Vo2 Max is pretty decent. It's also my physiological makeup, like my genetics. So genetically, my parents have also been quite explosive, anaerobic, and therefore probably also have a decent Vo2 Max. But primarily it's been trained. And I've just trained hard for a long period of time, and by hard I mean high intensity. Now I train even harder, but at a lower intensity. So different, but the same, and I'm a lot better for it. So just controlling those intensities, managing it correctly, and hopefully being a better all-round athlete is going to benefit me in the next season. Likewise with Fred.
Yeah.
So whilst we do the same program, whilst we do the same program, it's tailored specific to our individual physiological needs. So just finished the VO2 ramp test, and it's disgusting. Like, it's not actually that bad, but it's obviously to max or to failure, and pretty tough. So got up to about 5 millimole, which isn't ridiculous. I think you tend to build up more whenever you're doing a big ramp test. But in short, these are 1 minute stages, increasing a kilometre per hour every stage. So yeah, if you can obviously feel the burn, but it's not as bad as running for, I don't know, 5 minutes per stage on a normal sub-max ramp test. You get a bit more fatigue in your legs there. So like at the moment, doesn't feel too bad. I'll let you know tomorrow, but yeah, it could be a lot worse. All of a sudden we're getting hailed on. This is great.
I hate life.
No you don't, you fucking love training. You wouldn't be able to do it otherwise.
Yeah, true, I'd be bored if I could do this. I'd be bored the rest of the day.
Yeah.
At least the river's gone down. Been swimming here.
The results were actually better than they had been in the past. So in the past I was about 69 for my Vo2 Max, whereas today I was 72.7, I think it was, around about there. So it's a benchmark, isn't it? It's something to work with for training. But yeah, other than that, pretty pleased, I think. It's better than last time, so that's all I can really ask for.
I'll give you a fiver if you're swimming that, Josh.
Negative. So I'm on about within hour 28 of my week. I think it'll be 29 by the time I finish today, which is a solid one. And we're just on the build up to camp now. So just getting fit for camp so that we can just settle in on camp and have a bit of a relocation training. And Fred's actually going to be fit this time, so he's probably going to enjoy it.
He's not enjoyed it last year.
Oh, crying up Mile How, was it? Dropping off the back.
Oh mate, I was just so quick. I had to accelerate off the back.
Accelerate off the back. Oh Christ. Oh, you got fans in Guernsey, by the way?
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the fans. I'm signing such sizes stuff for them, you know.
You got called a weapon.
Oh, cheers, I'll take that.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to Tom Shaw, who I ran with over Christmas, and all the Guernsey fans. But yeah, onwards to the next training week. I'll try and get back on top of these videos. Just
T-minus 12 days to camp.
Yeah, T-minus 12 days.
Get out of this hellstorm.
Yeah, this is a bit grim.
Not as bad as our ride on Wednesday.
Nah, that was pretty bad on Wednesday, but you know, we'll get used to it. And if you can't tell, we are both sponsored athletes. Precision Hydration, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Going to be fueling my 2023 and Fred's.
Yeah.
And obviously keeping the hail out my eyes. So, so yeah. See you next time.
MPH.